Tonight, remembering Mackenzie. Hundreds hit the streets protesting domestic violence. Mozzie Central, could the Callaghan campus be the ground zero for a deadly disease? And nightlife is back after the city wakes from a COVID pandemic. Good evening, I'm Hamish Gray with the UON News. First tonight, the death of a young Mayfield mother, Mackenzie Anderson, shocked the city when she was allegedly murdered at the hands of her former partner. Later this month, thousands will hit the streets to ensure the 21-year-old doesn't just become another statistic.
The What Were You Wearing organisation has been vocal in the aftermath of her murder, organising protests and marches around Newcastle to raise awareness of domestic violence prevention. Last month's protest attracted thousands of participants angered by Miss Anderson's death and are advocating for changes to be made.
It's a problem University of Newcastle students are all too familiar with, but experts are warning a new variant of the disease carried by mosquitoes called Japanese encephalitis could become a bigger issue for the city of Newcastle.
Students here at University of Newcastle are all too familiar with it. Mosquitoes. But now with the rise of a new disease called Chinese encephalitis, experts warn students and Novocastrians to take caution.
With over 40 cases of encephalitis across Australia, researcher of University of Newcastle Dr Toby Mills says students need to be wary of the disease, with the surrounding lands of Callaghan being a hotbed for mosquitoes.
Researcher from University of Newcastle Dr Toby Mills says that students on Callaghan campus should take precautions when walking around campus, and says a few easy steps can help you stay safe.
The best advice is to protect yourself from those bites, and that's by wearing light-coloured, long-sleeved, long pants and some deterrents or repellents, so anything with DEET or picaridin.
While the disease hasn't led to an explosion of cases in Newcastle, Dr Toby Mills says catching the disease can be life-altering.
The symptoms of Japanese encephalitis can be predominantly quite mild, flu-like symptoms with fever or diarrhoea, things of that nature. But about 1% of people have very serious side effects.
With Dr Toby Mills conducting one-of-a-kind research into the disease, he suggests that while there isn't a great risk to the population of Newcastle, it is important to study the disease to prevent future outbreaks.
Yeah, the mosquitoes around here are always bad. It's a low-lying area, we have all of the environmental problems that come with it, and it's this time of the evening, they're going to be here.
James Paris, University of Newcastle News.
Dozens of university students are not only juggling work and study. A group of students is also observing Ramadan, providing a test of discipline and commitment to both religion and study.
As students observe the Ramadan holiday, for Chaplain Farouk Ra, this is only the beginning of a sacred month.
Abstaining from food and drink and sexual relations with spouses, but it's also during the night we have prayers that go on for long periods of times.
As for students observing Ramadan, UON's Islamic Society Vice President Maghrabi and Secretary Al-Saber understand all too well as practicing Muslims, but take comfort in knowing that they're not alone during the holy month.
Wherever we are, so it's I would say it's community-based, because the whole month is about Muslims looking to improve themselves, looking to getting closer to God, and we do that together in the mosque, outside the mosque too.
With Ramadan finishing up for another year, it doesn't mean that the support for students of faith stops there. It doesn't take a leap of faith to continue asking for help and for spiritual guidance.
Advise them is to take on this challenge, because the whole point of fasting itself is not so that you do this, so it's an ability to discipline yourself in relation to everything else that you have to do.
Regardless of time, students are safe in the knowledge that help is available to them by day and by night. Connor Marcellus, UON News, Newcastle.
They thought the day would never come. Newcastle's nightlife is back with a bang. After months of crippling lockdowns, restaurants, bars and pubs owners couldn't be happier.
The Easter holidays have marked a busy period in Newcastle's social calendar, with visitors flocking to the region as the arts and entertainment industry begins to make a COVID-safe return. From family events to nightlife, to those just looking to get outdoors and enjoy the weather, Newcastle caught a lot of attention by locals and holiday goers alike.
I think compared to some cities, Newcastle's actually doing incredibly well. I know that a lot of people in Sydney, the industry has been really smashed. When you look at the continuation of events and so on over the last 2 years through COVID, we have done considerably well.
The entertainment and nightlife industry has made an explosive return to the Newcastle region after 2 years of lockdown restrictions, with events being cancelled or postponed across the region. With the ease of restrictions, these Easter holidays have seen several major events return to the city, and we are seeing more people out and about across the Hunter. Local businesses have been grateful to see the steady return to Newcastle's renowned entertainment industry.
We have just learned to appreciate all the small wins. If you don't even have 10 events or 10 performers in 1 week, but you have one, appreciate it. And, it's money coming in no matter what.
Chloe Menzies, UON News.
Finally tonight, raising money to help researchers find a cure for Australia's biggest killer. The Stars of Newcastle's event is on again, where the city's celebrities get their dancing shoes on. UON News caught up with the journalist and presenter Lauren Kemp.
You would typically deter from venturing into the cold and wet weather outside, were it not for the good times and great cause within.
The Fiesta Latina fundraising event kicked off in flying colours this evening in an effort to raise money towards the Cancer Council in the lead up to the Stars of Newcastle event.
With an introductory salsa class available for all guests and a variety of South American-inspired food and drink vendors present, getting together for a great cause has never felt so good. NBN journalist Lauren Kemp is just one of the nominated Stars of Newcastle.
I didn't think that I would be, and when I was approached by Danielle, I was really shocked but happy to do it.
Event organiser and Dance On Newly director Louisa Mujica is responsible for teaching Lauren the art of salsa.
She's wonderful. It's very easygoing, and she's super keen and willing to learn something new.
It's very out of my comfort zone. I'm not a natural dancer, but I do really enjoy it, and the more I do it, the more I feel myself getting a little better. So yeah.
As the community present continue to learn and dance in unison, it's clear for Louisa this event is more than a charity effort.
For me, it's very personal because it's my culture. So it's not only a party to raise funds, it's a party to broadcast who we are. And that Latino community in Newcastle is strong, it's beautiful, and it's connected, and we just want to share who we are with everyone.
The room is full of excitement and energy in this fantastic effort to raise money towards the Cancer Council.
Just shy of 1 month to go until the main stage is ready for her, Lauren Kemp has just one thing on her mind.
I'd really like to raise anywhere between 5 and 10 grand would be amazing, but any money that I can raise is always good.
Both Lauren and Louisa are sure to impress, both putting in their best effort to salsa their way to fundraising success. Louisa Hermosa reporting for UON.